Welcome back to ETBU Extra today here on the ETBU Sportsnet, broadcasting live from the first floor of the Ornella Student Center. Students are having a grand old time here in the Huffman Student Activities area. Got students studying, students visiting, students eating a lunch from lunch provided by Marbley Marshall. And of course, they're also enjoying Jasmine's and Subconnection as well. Continuing to talk basketball here today on ETBU Extra, we're joined by Tyler Day, who's a member of the ETBU Tiger basketball team. Tyler wears number 12. He's a junior, and he's from Alamogordo, New Mexico, but before he went to New Mexico, he lived in Unalaska, Texas. But the first question I wanted to ask you, Tyler, is how did you learn about ETBU and want to come here to play basketball?
Well, it's an interesting story. Coach Prather, while he does his recruiting and all that and looking at schools, he was real good friends with a coach that was in my district when I still lived in Texas. And he had asked him, he was looking for another guard, like a wing type that could play multiple spots on the wing. And he really respected me a lot, and so he mentioned my name to Coach. And it just so had happened I'd moved my senior year to New Mexico. And so we kind of got in contact, and during my spring break up there, I kind of made a little trip down this way with my dad. And so we came, talked to Coach West and Coach Prather, and loved it since then. So I had to bring my mom another time we came, and then Coach West and my mom had a nice time looking at all kind of stuff, and we didn't see them for a long time throughout the day. And everybody just kind of agreed that I should come here. And so it was tough the first couple of years, but my parents finally moved this August to Texarkana, so they're a lot closer, so it's a lot easier. But yes, sir.
As a student athlete, how did you have to make the adjustment from playing basketball in high school to playing basketball at the collegiate level here at ETBU?
Well, I think the biggest factor is in high school you can be an above-average player and be a good high school player. Well, when you come to college, every player on the team is that guy from their high school. So it's everybody's best player from high school on a team together. So the first thing is learning how to accept a role and to understand what you're supposed to do, and that changes. Like Coach West talks to us about a lot, is your role could change depending on the game. One game you might be having a good game and they need you to keep doing it. One game you may be struggling, but there's other things you can do to help the team. And so I think learning your role is a very important thing, and waiting your turn and things like that. And so it's things that kind of help you learn patience and grow as a person, I think.
Of course, one of the roles that Tyler Day has on the ETBU Tiger basketball team is to hit the three.
Yes, sir.
Where did you learn how to shoot like that?
Well, it's my dad, because I was grateful and I was lucky that my dad's a basketball coach, and he's been a basketball coach since I was born. And so I've always been around the teams that he's had, and I've always been in the gym since I was younger. And so I guess just a lot of time and trying to perfect, what I do. And it's I guess just a product of work, I think.
Okay, in case we have some young basketball players watching on YouTube later or listening today, give me the proper form to get ready to set to hit a three from the deep corner or from out top.
Okay, I think if you're catching it, you got to do your footwork earlier. You don't wait till you catch the ball. You kind of set yourself up before you catch the ball, and then once you catch the ball, my dad always told me the thing is he taught the pizza pan, holding up a pizza pan if you're a waiter, and then shoot through your eyes is another little small word. And so you're not just holding the ball here, but as you shoot, you want to go because it keeps you straight. So and then another thing is where you watch, where you go, where you aim. You aim for the front, little peg thing that holds the net up. Wherever you're at, whichever location, you just aim for the front one in front of you. And if you practice enough, it works, I guess.
I'm ready to play tomorrow night. I want Coach West to put me in to hit the three, just like you do when you come in off the bench. Well, Tyler, let's talk about the game tomorrow night against Louisiana College. Of course, you're a member of the team. You're a junior. You know how tough Louisiana College is because you played them before. What are you expecting from the Louisiana College Wildcats as they come to the gym tomorrow night?
Well, I'm expecting them not to be scared, for one. I've played them a few times now. They've had the same guys, like Coach West said. They're kind of like us, where we've had the same group of guys come up. And every time we've played them, it's been extremely competitive. I remember my freshman year going up there to their gym, and we barely pulled out a win. And then that same year, that was the year Coach talked about, they lit us up here. And, they're not afraid to play here, and they know what's at stake, and they know, like Coach said, that we have something that they want right now. And so we just we can't let them have an edge on us like that. We have to, hold our ground and hopefully play together and win.
If someone were to ask you to describe the chemistry or the makeup of the team this year in one word, what would you tell them? I'm putting him on the spot,
Yeah,
folks.
that's a tough because there's a lot that you could say, but I think competitiveness is a thing, and because not only are we competitive against other teams, but even in practice, we try to compete with each other to make each other better, but not in the way of like I'm mad at him because he plays or he does. Like we're not doing it that way. We're doing it as like we can get better from each other, and then off the court we don't even worry about it. If someone got in a little scuffle during practice, you wouldn't know it after.
Visiting with Tyler Day, member of the Tiger basketball team this year. And Tyler, before I let you go, I got to take your mind back to last year and give the opportunity for our listeners and those who watch on YouTube later in the week to kind of describe the season last year when the Tigers won the American Southwest Conference Championship and finished the year at the Elite Eight in the NCAA Division III tournament. Kind of what was that for you as a player to see the success and to be a part of that team, that championship team last year?
Well, as a player, I was very grateful because sometimes a lot of players go their whole career and not win even a conference title, and so just to win that was a big deal, and it wasn't easy at all. Like we look back and we think about when we were in Wisconsin having all that fun and things like that, but when you really think about the season, you think about when in January, at the end of January, we're like in 5th place, and so we have like not a whole lot of games left to do it, but we had to battle each game. Like we went on those road trips to Sul Ross and all that like during that time, and so we had to really be tough and together to do that, and our coaches do a great job of keeping our mindset on getting better every day, and each game matters and stands alone, and if you win this game, it's just as big as a championship game. So we try to play each game as a championship level game, and so we did that each game, and then all of a sudden we found ourselves hosting the tournament. So we knew that we had an edge there, and we just needed to get on a little run, and we didn't know how far we could go. And so we met up with a team that was extremely tough in the Elite Eight and went on to win the national championship. So we gave everything we had, and so looking back, I have no regrets on it. I'm just very fortunate that we did what we did.
On that trip to Wisconsin, something that was outside of the basketball arena that you kind of different to you as you were up there in Wisconsin?
I think, well, we all hyped up the cheese curds thing. I know everyone that went, we always talk about that. And it was interesting that we had like the fried cheese curds, and there was the ones that our bus driver that was really cool. That guy brought us those little ones that were
fresh
they
off
weren't
the
fried, but
fresh
they were
off
like,
the
yeah,
out of the factory.
And they were weird. It was like eating rubber, but they weren't bad. But I don't know. They're just different things like that. And the people were still very nice, and they really seemed to respect how we would say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, those kind of things. It's like they don't see it as much up there. But I don't know. It was a blast.
All right. Well, Tyler, best of you and your Tigers tomorrow night as you host Louisiana
appreciate
College. Been visiting with Tyler Day, a member of the Tiger basketball team. As I said, ETBU to play Louisiana College. Ladies game at 5:30, men's game at 7:30. It's the second conference game of the year for both squads. Hopefully, when we get through tomorrow night, I've said Tigers win after each of the ball games. Coming up next, we're going to talk Lady Tiger basketball with the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Etzel Hamilton. That's next on ETBU Extra.